everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Sunday Swim Show. I'm Kevin Cargill, this is Matt Murphy, and this is our studio where we come when we're on a break from the swim scene, and that's where you are right now. You're 1 week out from the state championships, and you've probably tuned into this special edition so that you can get all the information you need to know about the state championships. And we're extremely excited that we're going to get to help you out in knowing everything you need to know for the state championship meet. But before we get there, we had one moment to catch up with a really interesting diver this week, and Matt got to talk to him last week at Metro Championships.
That's right. I sat down with Jack Nyquist to talk about his potential fourth straight state title that he would be going for this year. Take a look.
So Jack, what is it about diving that really has you hooked on the sport?
Well, diving, it's a thrill, flying through the air and doing flips. Most people don't recognize that as an extreme sport, but it's definitely an extreme feeling to it. And, you know, doing something that's different than a lot of other sports that most people play, it's special.
Your career has been well documented, all the successes you've had. What do you think is your greatest accomplishment or the biggest success that you've achieved?
The most successful part of my career is definitely earlier this year qualifying for the Junior World Championships in Adelaide, Australia. Right before Nationals, I was sick, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to get to compete in Nationals, but I went into Nationals having the best meet of my life and ended up qualifying. And going to the meet and stuff, that was in Australia, that was probably the best time of my life.
So Jack, you've won the state championship here in high school for the last 3 years. You've set a state record. You're on your way for your fourth straight state title, then surgery. Tell us about that decision.
Well, it was really hard to make the decision because I wanted to get the four-peat, obviously. And then really for my team, you know, we have a good chance at winning state this year, and I'm a lot of points, so I feel like I let my team down a little bit, but I have a big summer season coming up and with USA Diving, and I really want to do that, and I think that's more the next step in my career, so I'm taking that step forward now.
High school diving, what is your favorite thing about it? What made you stick with it all these years?
Well, I love being part of a team. That's great. You get to meet a bunch of people from other schools, and you know, you get a lot more friends that way. And I also love competing, love the diving part. That's great.
How hard was it to walk away from that fourth potential state championship?
It was really hard. I know by doing it, I kind of let my team down a little bit, not being able to compete in state. But I really think going fourth in my career was the right decision, as I have to take my health into more account. And I have big goals for the future, and I think doing this earlier will help me reach those goals.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Frankie Marsden, the meet director for the 2013 GHSA State Championships. And Frankie, why don't we start off by just kind of finding out what exactly is your role for the state championships?
Well, as the meet director, I'm responsible for all the logistics that go into the meet. That includes collection of entries, scheduling of officials, volunteers, hospitality, admission to the meet, all the other behind-the-scenes things that go on during the meet, and we let the swimmers do their thing, and we try and make it easy for them.
Great. And this year, all of GHSA has a new classification. What's that going to do for the swim meet?
Well, we're excited about it. It's actually going to help us out a little bit as far as the way the meet is split up. In the past, the former 1 to 4A classification, frankly, was a little bit heavier with the number of swimmers that we had by about 300 folks. So the good news is with the new classification, it actually balanced out the number of swimmers in each meet to a much more even number, so the deck won't be quite as crowded during the competition.
That's great. Now, as these teams arrive for prelims, what do they need to know about their actual arrival?
Well, as the teams arrive, they're going to pull in along the back entrance to the pool along Georgia Tech Parkway. They'll pull up, the swimmers get off their buses and come in the back door of the facility with a coach. They come into that back hallway. There are 3 check-in tables sorted alphabetically, you know, signs very well marked, so the teams will know where to go. And then what they'll do is come in, pick up their team packs with credentials, and once they've got that, they'll make their way onto the pool deck and get settled in and get ready to get warmed up and get going.
And what is seating like on the pool deck?
There are bleachers that surround both the competition pool and the warm-up and warm-down pool, and they're seating for about 1,000 athletes on the deck. Additionally, if teams don't want to sit on the deck, they're welcome to sit up in the spectator area. The only thing that we ask them to do if they do that is to sit in the upper spectator seating sections and allow prime seating for mom and dad and the other spectators for the meet.
One of the really, really nice features of Georgia Tech is those really nice blocks that they have, those championship level wedge blocks, but there's a rule that swimmers need to know about for the high school state championship.
Yes, they were installed last year prior to the duel in the pool, and were actually used last year in competition. However, the National Federation of High Schools saw fit to outlaw the use of the wedges during competition, which was a bit of an unpleasant surprise, but one that we have to abide by as far as the rules of the meet. The wedges can be set to the back setting of the block and essentially be out of the way of the athletes, but again, the swimmers are reminded again to try and avoid contact with the wedge itself, because if they do push off on the wedge during the start, they'll be disqualified.
So a lot of big changes, although a lot of it will be familiar to what swimmers have experienced in the past. Frankie, thank you so much for spending your time with us and letting us know about the state championship meet. We'll see all of you next week at the state championships.
Well, we're excited again to announce that Atlanta Sports Memories has signed up for the state championship again this year. They will have front row access to all the action to be able to capture those experiences and those moments of you swimming and diving. So make sure you go to atlantasportsmemories.com, sign up in advance for all your events because space is limited. Go to atlantasportsmemories.com and sign up. Get your DVD for college recruiting or just simply for a memory of the swim and dive meet. Also, athletes, please remember that all athlete coolers, beverage coolers, snack coolers, anything that you need to bring into the meet need to come on your team bus with you and enter through the back door during team check-in. Parents, please make sure you send those on the team bus. They are not allowed to come in the front door of the Georgia Tech Aquatic Center with you. All of that needs to come in when the teams come into the building. Also, Friends Unlimited Swim Shop will be at the meet again for all of your swimming apparel needs. Any technical suits you need, last-minute goggles break, caps you need, anything like that, they will have anything swimming related with them. But I do recommend go to swimshop1.com, find their locations, give them a call, order online, get everything that you need in advance if at all possible. Make sure that they have your sizes. So once again, Friends Unlimited Swim Shop, swimshop1.com for all your swimming apparel needs. Also, Team IP, the official vendor of the GHSA, will be there with their official meet t-shirts, sweatshirts, all the official apparel for the state championship. That's Team IP. Make sure you visit them at the state championship as well.
Less than 1 week away from crowning a state champion. We're so excited. We know you're excited to get into that pool or to be on the side cheering for your favorite team, your favorite swimmers. If you can't be there, we have some great solutions for you. If you have an iOS or Android device, you can go to the Apple App Store or you can go to the Google Play Store and download Meet Mobile. Meet Mobile is a great app that will stream live results to your phone as soon as they happen. So make sure and pick that up. Even if you're at the meet, it'll give you all the splits and all of the lap times that you want to know about. If you don't have access to an iOS or Android device, no problem. Go to SundaySwimShow.com on your laptop or on your desktop, and we will have a link to live results on our homepage. That is for Friday and Saturday. But a special treat on Saturday, in cooperation with GHSA.TV and Play On Sports, the Sunday Swim Show will be bringing you live action from the swim meet. You can watch this entire video if you go to SundaySwimShow.com. You can watch it live or on demand as soon as it's done, and that is at SundaySwimShow.com. Myself and my cohort Tim Storstein will be on the pool deck bringing you all of the updates. We'll also be tracking scores live, being able to give you more information even if you were on the pool deck. So make sure and tune in for that on SundaySwimShow.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Sunday Swim Show. We've had a great time with you. For Matt Murphy, I'm Kevin Cargill. We're so excited. One more week. We'll see you at the state championships.